It's always important to get things in writing. This is never more important than at contract time. When you write a contract to buy a house, you want to put every aspect of your offer in writing. Here are some of the contingencies and provisions you might want to consider writing into your contract. The first is a financial contingency. This makes it clear that if you don't get the money you need at the terms you specify, the deal will be off and you'll get your earnest money back. It also states the purchase price, the amount of your down payment, the exact financing terms you will accept, and how long you have to find the agreed upon financing. It also states the amount of the earnest money being held in escrow and who will pay which closing costs. Your contract should also be contingent on a satisfactory inspection report by a professional home inspector. That way, if the inspection turns up any major problems with the house, you have the right to renegotiate or stop the purchase. Before a sales contract can be finalized on a house built before 1978, you must be given a pamphlet about lead-based paint hazards and told about any known lead-based paint hazards in the house. The owner must also allow you 10 days during which you can hire an EPA-trained inspector to do a lead hazard evaluation. You can make your sales contract contingent upon the results of this evaluation. Don't rely on the seller's verbal agreement to leave behind specific fixtures, appliances, and personal property. Your contract should list everything the seller has promised to leave behind. You may also want to include a provision that if the sellers haven't moved out by the agreed upon date, they must pay you rent on a daily basis. Your contract should also provide that the seller pays for the title policy and that your purchase depends on there being no liens against the property. That's just a starter list. No doubt you will add other contingencies and provisions to your contract. The real estate agent will typically present your contract with all of its contingencies and provisions to the seller and will relay the seller's response to you. The seller can decide to accept, reject, or counter your offer. Once you reach an agreement with the seller, your next step will be to obtain financing.